Good evening, Jayhawks, and welcome back to the second season of Brains&Beauties, a student-ran TV show that is dedicated to all things fashion, trends, and the nuance of growing up while in college. I'm your host, Antonique Flemons, and we have a fun show ahead discussing sports, fashion shows, and more. Last night, the Chiefs played the Saints in Kansas City and took home another win, making the team 5-0 for this current football season. Let's hop to Caroline to hear more about sports in Kansas City. Caroline?
Thanks, Antonique. This weekend was big for Kansas City sports with games played by the Chiefs, Royals, Sporting KC, and the Kansas City Current. The Chiefs are on fire. Last night they shut down New Orleans at Arrowhead for their 5th win in a row. The Chiefs did a great job of keeping key Saints players at bay like Alvin Kamara and Derek Carr. It may not be reflected in the score, but KC definitely controlled the game offensively as well. Xavier Worthy secured the win with a beautiful fourth quarter touchdown.
Look at this formation with Kelsey getting the snap. Worthy for the touchdown.
The Royals played the Yankees in Game 1 of their series on Saturday, and innings 1 through 6 were a battle for these two. Going into the bottom of the 7th, the score was 5-5, and a controversial play changed the course of the game.
He's going. Swing and a miss. Throw is high. And Chisholm steals second.
Well, the problem with Chisholm is the slide.
Yeah, maybe.
He lands a little short and pops up. And does Massey get the tag in on time? Yes, he does.
It's at least close enough to check.
Hard call for the umpire because Jazz Chisholm looked like he had beat the throw easily.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. was called safe at the bag, but Royals fans will tell you that's an out for sure. The call was reviewed, but Chisholm stayed at second and later ran in for the Yankees' winning run. After a hard-fought game, the Royals fell to the Yankees 6-5. Last night, though, the Royals got another chance at the Yankees in Game 2. Playing at the same time as the Chiefs, the Royals came back to the series with a vengeance and was able to pull out a 4-2 win. After a run by the Yankees in the third, Kansas City scored 4 in the fourth. The Yankees just couldn't catch up. Sporting KC unfortunately fell to LAFC 3-0 in their second-to-last game of the season on Saturday. They now have a record of 8 wins, 18 losses, and 7 draws, which is one of the worst in program history. Let's hope next year is a little better for Sporting KC. The Kansas City Current, however, is having a great season. The Current beat Racing Louisville FC 2-0 this Saturday. Former Chicago Red Star Vanessa DiBernardo secured the victory with the Current's second goal from a free kick in the 86th minute. They're ranked 4th in the NWSL with a record of 13 wins, 3 losses, and 7 draws. To close out, let's take a quick fashion intermission to discuss some Chiefs fashion statements last night. Take a look. With his outfit, Travis Kelce is giving 90s heartthrob, and honestly, I'm here for it. I think his mustache, accessories, and hair paired perfectly with this simple outfit, and I love it. Rashee Rice may not have played, but he had an interesting pregame fit. He's rocking a graphic tee with his own face on it, which is quite a power move. He's also rocking a denim-on-denim look, which I'm honestly not necessarily mad at, but for this Chief, I might suggest using a local stylist for his next game day. If he plays, let's hope he comes back. I love the self-love, but I think we can do better than a graphic tee. That's all from Sports Corner. We'll throw it over to Ashton to discuss some dress codes.
Thank you, Caroline. Dress codes can differ depending on the event, and it's important to know what to wear to make the right impression.
Today, we'll discuss the different types of dress codes from business casual to black tie and when each is appropriate.
Let's start by talking about business casual. Business casual is probably the most common dress code for workplaces as it brings a good blend of comfort and professionalism. You'll typically see dress shirts tucked into slacks paired with loafers or boots. The great thing about business casual is that you don't need a tie and you have flexibility with colors, although it's best to stick to subtle choices in a professional setting.
For women, tailored pants or skirts are common along with simple dresses. Some women feel most comfortable in jeans for this dress code, but it's important to keep wash and fit in mind. Choose a well-tailored pair and a darker wash. Most business casual looks for women are paired with flats or low heels.
Moving on to business attire, which is a bit more formal than business casual. This is the go-to dress code for interviews, client meetings, and other professional events where you need to make a good impression. A tailored suit, tie, and dress shoes are the key pieces, while darker neutral colors are usually preferred. You can add subtle pops of color in your tie.
For women's business attire, a nicely pressed suit or blouse in simple colors is the most appropriate. As Ashton said with menswear, making a good impression is key for any business attire.
Next is semi-formal. This dress code is similar to business attire, but with a little more flexibility in color and style. You'll want to wear a blazer and a suit, or dress shirt and dress shoes. The key is to look polished but not too corporate, so you can add some flashier accessories if the event allows.
Semi-formal is common for evening events like weddings, upscale parties, and holiday parties and dinners. For this dress code, women typically stick to elevated fabrics like silk or lace for dresses or skirts.
For even fancier occasions, you'll probably need to dress in a cocktail dress code. This is a step above semi-formal, usually requiring tailored suits, ties, solid colored shirts, and dress shoes. Cocktail attire is typically reserved for evening events like formal weddings, fundraisers, and of course cocktail parties. Dark colors and sleek, stylish looks are preferred.
Women's cocktail attire balances elegance and comfort, so a good look for this would be a cocktail dress. Experimenting with style and color is a fun way to personalize cocktail attire.
And finally, we have black tie, the most formal dress code. It's reserved for special occasions like galas, weddings, or formal dinners. The standard look here is a black tuxedo paired with a white formal shirt, a black bow tie, and black leather shoes. Cufflinks are a nice touch to add some personality, but this look should always stay polished and elegant.
Elegance truly is the key to black tie styles. For women, a floor-length gown is perfect. The biggest thing to stay away from for black tie events would be a short dress. It's a huge no-no. The floor-length style gowns are typically paired with a sophisticated heel. Additionally, gloves may be appropriate, but it is important to know the dress code for your event.
So there you have it, a breakdown of dress codes from business casual to black tie. Understanding the dress code for an event helps you feel confident and ensures you're dressed appropriately for the occasion.
Thank you, Ashton, for speaking about the dress code tips. Speaking of dress code, basketball season is upon us, getting kicked off with Late Night at the Fog, a concert and scrimmage taking place on Friday, October 18th at 6:30 at none other than historic Allen Fieldhouse. This event is the debut of the new stadium that had more than $50 million in upgrades this past year. Students will have the opportunity to see Grammy Award-winning Little John grace the stage, preparing us for KU's 70th year of basketball. With basketball on its way, let's talk about what to wear to basketball games to support our Jayhawks this season. What to wear to a Jayhawk basketball game is the topic for many. Rest your heart, Brains and Beauties and the super fans with Jayhawk basketball have you covered. While there is very detailed information available at kuathletics.com, you can follow this QR code and read more. The basics are very simple to remember. Only clear bags are available. You can only exit and return into the stadium during halftime. Alcohol and drugs are prohibited, including vape pens. Well-call tickets are located at the ticket office on the southeast corner of Allen Fieldhouse. And last but not least, no umbrellas are allowed in the venue. With that being said, let's move on to fashion. Last season, we had the chance to see some of our most fashionable fans for KU basketball. Let's take a look at some of the key items we noticed. This Jayhawk kept it very cute with her cute vintage baby blue Jayhawk Letterman's jacket, paired with some all-white shoes, topped with her pigtails and red ribbons. Very cute, simple, and stood out. If you love her jacket, please check out the bookstore at Rally House and see if there's any jackets for you to get this look. Moving forward, we had a group of super fans come out with the super fun striped overalls. They showed their true Jayhawk spirit by bringing along a sign. You can get this look too if you take a trip to the bookstore and get the overalls to prepare you for your super fan experience this summer. Those were a couple of the looks that stood out. We can't wait to see what else other people come up with to show your school spirit this year. Let's go ahead and hop to Denilyn so we can talk about some fashion do's and don'ts. Denilyn?
Thank you, Antonique. Today, guys, I have made a fashion do's and don't list, which I created yesterday in class when I saw people coming into my class. So hopefully they don't see this, but hopefully this is just adding some tips to your roster on what things you should wear and what things you shouldn't. Okay, so our first one is tucking in your shirts, especially when it's a button-up shirt. I think that earlier they were talking about how you can wear that as more of a business casual, but I think that if you're going to school, it's not 2019 anymore. We don't need to be tucking in our shirts into our jeans or our pants. Our next one is wearing athletic shoes with jeans. Now, I am very serious about this one because I personally hate when people mix athletic clothing with like really nice shoes. I don't think it's a good mix. And then like the other way around too is wearing jeans and then wearing running shoes. Personally, I just think it's too hard to do, so maybe just don't. My next one is skinny jeans. I'm sorry, but if you're still wearing skinny jeans in 2024, you're either a millennial or a suburban mom. It's baggy season and it's a baggy season takeover. Next, I have rolling skinny jeans. So this kind of goes with skinny jeans already, but automatically adding attention to your ankles is just gonna be a no for me. I'm sorry, guys. It's time to not accentuate those anymore. Next, I think that this is leaning more towards guys, but wearing something longer than a 7-inch seam short, I'm sorry, yeah, no. Paul Mescal knew what he was doing when he's wearing those 5-inch seam shorts. You guys already know how I feel about that. Next, wearing something that just is... Wait, I love jorts. Jorts can be longer. I really do love a long jort. I think that wearing jorts at any length is fine with me, except for really short jorts, because those aren't in anymore. Next, I have Crocs. I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear Crocs in a stylish way. And of course, I'm not saying that you can't wear them as a comfort option, but it's just not something that you're gonna catch a compliment in. So now to kind of help you out a little bit, I have some stylish tips on, according to my opinion, I think that these are things that are gonna help you have a more stylish outfit. Starting off with accessories. I think that having a cool outfit is always really cool, but adding little things on top like jewelry or having an awesome belt, having hair accessories like a bandana or a hat can always make you seem a little more stylish. Next is intentionality. I actually had to look up if this was a real word because every time I typed it into my Google Doc, it would squiggle line it, but it is a real word. Anyways, making sure that you have everything in the place where it's supposed to be, or you're wearing it with a purpose. If you want to go for like a messy look, you need to commit and have your hair sit a certain way. Like if you want to have messy hair, make sure that it's like intentionally messy and not supposed to be neat, but it's actually messy in the back. But it doesn't really matter because you're not looking at the back of your head. Other people have to deal with that. And of course, some of the best stuff comes from not trying too hard, but there's a difference between both. Next is having clothes that fits your body type. I am actually a very big hater on clothing on the rack because I think that as somebody who's not a skinny queen, I struggle with finding clothes that fits me well. But finding a certain piece that fits you like amazingly, either if it's like at a thrift store, or I've actually been finding a lot of my clothes at estate sales. And I was just saying that somebody had to die for me to look awesome in this, and I'm so sorry, but I appreciate it. But finding that piece that hugs you just perfectly in the right places is just an awesome feel, and I think that you always look great when something fits you like a glove. Next is layering. Adding a couple extra layers or being able to build off of a good base for an outfit is always a good step in the right direction. I think that just also goes with accessorizing. You know, you can add on top of accessorizing your outfits, just making them look good and standing out in front of a crowd. But that's all I have for today, and I hope that you take my opinions lightly. Of course, they're just my opinions, so you don't have to take them. And I swear I'm not mean, guys. I'm just trying to help you guys out. But that's all I have for today. Thank you.
Yeah, I always just clap in this part.
This is where everyone's talking amongst themselves. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it?
Are we supposed to smile?
When do we start? Somebody over here already started.
Can we talk about the piccolo part? It's the most complicated one.
It is. If you listen, you're doing it when the band's not playing.
You have to tell me when it starts. I still don't know.
Here we go. happen now.
No humps. Nailed it.
I practiced this morning.
Mine was just two people.
It has a right and a wrong way of doing it. No. Wrong.
I like my way better.
I don't know how to do the end.
It's just.
I don't know the head.
It's hard by yourself.
You may not hear it at first, but it's there. Our chant, rising. On this summit, callings converge, voices unify into a chorus that sounds out for good, for greatness. Can you hear it?
Hey Jayhawks, Halloween is right around the corner, so now it's time to think about what you're going to want to be for this holiday. Today I'll be giving you 3 costume ideas for you to feel your cutest and creepiest this Halloween. First up, we've got mermaid/siren. I feel like this look is so chic this year and is perfect for the vibes. This is for the girls who love the beach and sea life. You can add pearls, netting, shimmery eyeshadow, seashells, and way more to complete this look. The siren is definitely more on the creepy side, so you could add fangs or gills and go darker with the makeup and accessories. I feel like it's such a good singular costume, but also great as a group costume. Next up is animal/party animal. I feel like this costume idea has been circulating around social media this year, and I love it so much. You could be any animal you want, like a zebra, cheetah, or wolf, and use makeup to get your desired look, and then pair that with ears, a tail, and an outfit that has the print of the animal you're going to be. And now, you could just stop there and be a really cute animal for Halloween, or you could go the extra mile and get a party hat and beads, and then boom, you're a party animal. Super fun, super cute. And I know a lot of you would put this costume to good use on Halloween weekend. Next up is cowgirl/zombie cowgirl. I feel like everyone nowadays owns a pair of cowgirl boots. So what better than to use them for a Halloween costume? A cowgirl costume is super easy. Just get some boots, a hat, and wear overalls, jeans, jean skirt, or bloomers, and a cute plaid top of any kind. And don't forget braids or pigtails for your hair. Now you could just stop there, but of course you can go the extra mile with adding blood and blood vessels to make yourself fake and dead. You could add fake prosthetics and even eye contacts to transform into the undead. Both are so cute and you'll get head turns regardless. Some honorable mentions for group costumes are Disney princesses, Winx Club, Monster High Dolls, and any Marvel/DC characters. Stay tuned for next week when Cooper talks about sustainability and how you can ball on a budget. Now we're going to Antonique to get the outro.
Welcome back, Jayhawks. Stay updated with various activities going on next week, as we won't be airing next week in honor of fall break. So I hope that you guys have a great break. KU Black Creatives and Gems is hosting a fashion show October 17th at 6:30 p.m. to kick off KU's homecoming season. The show will be hosted in the Bird Union Forum D. If you want more information, please see their Instagram at KU Black Creatives. Other than that, that concludes another show here at Brains and Beauties. We hope that you learned something and we hope that you tune into our next show. We will be back October 22nd after all fall break. If you go out and go somewhere fun and you're dressed the part, please don't hesitate to tag us on social media so we can shout you out. Check our Instagram at Brains and Beauties KU. Take care, Jayhawks. We'll see you again later.